Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
On first down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield.
Maybe you should study film next time. Hey, and maybe you should
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will go to Carson out wide. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm.
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did.
And his first
he was down.
He
was down,
and
dude.
the Seahawks have picked it up.
He was down, dude.
Right around the 25.
He was down. He was down.
Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Man, I told you he's fucking damn. Why you always talking about shit?
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Skinner shifts past him at the 45. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Running right, here's Dillon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Nice one, Dale.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
Don't forget, last time we played, y'all beat us. You're fucking hell. You gotta get all revenge. Revenge.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On 2nd down, Atkinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I'm gonna trigger the right animation and get the motherfucking verse. Instead of using my old natural talent for the bars, I'm still gonna get this motherfucking verse.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown. Taking the early lead.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1.
I don't know if we be the real 44, dog.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 16 carries, 70 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete.
Oh, shit.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Yeah, we all probably got. We didn't get the right animation. We didn't.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah. The fucking ball, dog.
Now it's Wilson.
Oh my God, you got me. Ooh.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
You got me.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And
his pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best design. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On 1st down, Skinner. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So many times in my career, coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35.
What the fuck do you think you're doing? What the fuck, damn?
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st down, Atkinson, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
No! Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will have the
where's the protection?
This is taken up past the 30. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett.
Why didn't you rack him up?
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
How is it when it's a
and
play
he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd and goal. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll run here on 3rd and goal.
Nope.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Stop, PJ. Fuck up.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Off play action. Skinner.
No!
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coach, coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7.
And blocked for like 2 fucking seconds.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
All right.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Skinner. Not sure he's
wide open
there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. And they'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Shifts by him, and they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing is Wilson. And it's caught.
Hey!
To the goal line. He loses the football, and the Falcons grab
Go
it.
Sands.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon
Good
TD.
kick, man. Hey, shout out to Buda Baker. Fucking Sands kept fucking running. I mean, DK.
that for a momentum swing. You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Animation.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A gain of 3, second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy. And
coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
I just said for fucking everybody.
But he takes it up to the 40. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Can I try to go with the quicker guy and sometimes even...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Trigger. No, right animation.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Blocked it.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Toledo.
Their mobile quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo now for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
The way animation, gentlemen.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Wilson's throw caught here by
I hit him. What the fuck?
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Wilson on first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is
easy.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
Ready.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. There's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Nope.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown!
Really?
Will Disley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get a late score
he's dissing on their fans by fucking repeating the same fucking game
right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4.
So he somehow fucking finds a way to fucking...
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's a second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy and early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon
Can't
touchdown.
tell Lane motherfucker.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to
Took
show
the right
off their
animation,
quick
bitch.
strike ability.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Beat your fucking ass for giving us the L in the second year. Fuck that.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick
Fucking
off.
embarrass y'all, bitches. We're gonna shit on y'all, throw you a fucking robo, fucking toilet paper.
And
hey,
not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just
Wipe
take
your
a knee
ass,
and they'll
bitch.
bring the
You
football
got
out
shit.
to the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing, and I think as the captain of the offense, you probably...
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along.
It's caught inside the 25.
How's that possible?
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
How is that possible?
And his kick is right there. It's good.
It's like every time I go,
And that'll make
everybody
this an 8-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So fucking easily.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
He knew he was fucking running. All of a sudden, he fucking magically gets the fucking...
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. The final shot before break. Skinner, he'll air it out deep for Thomas. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't include the right fucking
animation.
animation.
Got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Oh yeah,
and a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line.
They're gonna sell out and just give me some more fucking money.
And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly hooked on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back.
I didn't trigger the right animation. My bad,
Off the play fake. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position.
Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Right animation.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Oh, shit! What?
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a
That
defender.
was a clean wrap-up tackle. What the
that you
fuck are you
commit, pass
talking
interference,
about?
holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
John Kaminsky got him down defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here.
Where the fuck were you going that time, bitch?
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they won't try and prove it's a fake.
No!
And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover.
Even though y'all calling a fake, man, he still stop that shit, bitch.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now It's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Roughing the passer.
It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
You ain't see that roughing the passer?
So a decent
game
for not on the penalty.
They were
feeling pretty good about it.
What
Only
fuck
people
kind of
celebrating,
shit is
the guys who just gave up that play.
Dylan.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down.
It should have been a penalty on them, bro.
2nd and 10.
Trying to fucking hold us out this goddamn game.
Back to throw. Skinner. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
To throw on 2nd down. Skinner, flush to his right.
Go.
And he is into the end zone.
Get the fuck out of here, dog. With the mic.
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
That's because we haven't triggered the right end of fucking nation.
Their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. Buying time to his left. And smartly
You see it from the fucking get-go. I lit his ass up.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there,
Yeah,
not
what the
there.
fuck
After about
up?
the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He gets it complete.
That was a pick. That was a pick, dude. I jumped the fuck out of that pass.
Into enemy territory. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10.
That was a
at the
pick,
47.
dude.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down now, Atkinson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9.
Off play action. Skinner. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll leave. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will have a first down as they get. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not much there, only a yard. On second down, Dillon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Go for it. Go for it.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. A give to the fullback on the dive. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Again, it's Dillon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So,
even a hold. What Ramon Banks did. Oh he did. You fucking dumbass.
First the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Put these fuckers away, man. Fuck in the niggas.
Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Oh, that shit up, bro. What can you do?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's
Got
Schneider.
it.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close.
You didn't get it.
Get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. These fuckers away, dog. These fuckers away, man.
lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Hey, where's your blocking?
Lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now Wilson on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Back to throw. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw again is Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett.
7 yards, the pickup there.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Wilson going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 50 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Steps away to his left. Wilson.
Let's go.
Loose. It's out. Fumble.
Game over. Game over.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of
Easy,
wanting to put
Nick.
points on the board. It was needing to,
having
to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. From the gun on 3rd down, Skinner. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, don't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel.
Fucking try to scramble and shit's on the fucking
Miracles
line,
can
dude.
happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Flush to his right. Wilson hit.
Game over.
It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Game over.
And the Falcons grab it.
Game over.
There he goes left side. The 30. 10, 5, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Taken at about the 1.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Play action. Now Wilson. He hits his target. Lockett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Silly, I was on the right side, dude.
One last shot for Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.